So, hello and welcome to my kitchen. I am Auntie CoCo and I wanted to share the knowledge I have for special food, in particular Indian food. So the kitchen is very small and petite, but it's a very successful kitchen. So today I'm going to focus on a few regular things that I used in a lot of my recipes. So the possibilities for you to use them will be greater. And I just want to let you know that in upcoming videos you may not always see me, which is not the point of the video, because I really want you to learn the recipe, but in an ASMR style. So the first thing I will do is begin with which oil to use, which is coconut oil. So there is a lot of information online these days and it's highly promoted, but we used to use it many years ago, and well, we're quite glad that it's become quite a popular oil. So this particular coconut oil is from the company called Cumin Benefits, 100% raw, cold pressed, organic, extra virgin coconut oil. It's a natural source of oil, really good for frying, baking, roasting, and also as a spread. So I just want to give you a little bit more information about coconut oil. I have it on my laptop because I don't want to make any mistakes to give you the wrong information. So if you just bear with me. Okay, so it is fantastic to increase energy levels, and it promotes let's have a look, normal functioning of the thyroid gland, which is quite commonly known for coconut oil. But you must keep in mind that if you are on thyroid medication, you must consult your doctor before you start using coconut oil to help balance your thyroid levels. So the other thing coconut oil is very good for is your brain. It is a fantastic oil to keep the brain healthy, and people are starting to use it for all sorts of brain related conditions as well. But you know, it's still quite a young journey with a lot of what I will share with you of how to work with people medically, but very well known in India. Okay, so the oil itself is definitely one of the best to fry with because it has a high smoke point or smoking point. So it doesn't become anything less when you've heated it up. So yeah, there's numerous things people can use coconut oil for, and the list goes on. But I'm sure you could check that out. So the next thing I want to move on to is the best and most amazing holy root, which is, of course, turmeric. we tend to call it haldi, and it is a root. It's from the ginger family. The root itself looks slightly smaller than the ginger root, and obviously you may well know that it has a strong colour to it, so it will colour your skin. Now this particular turmeric is, let's have a look, it's organically grown, which also means that the turmeric is definitely, well, 100%. And I've also noticed that this particular turmeric is much, let's have a look, it's more fluffy, if I could say that. So it's, you use less of it, I've also noticed, because it seems to be quite a bit stronger. So, turmeric. And the benefits of turmeric are very, very diverse. And just as coconut oil, you could use it as a beauty product as well. So just generally speaking, turmeric is an anti-inflammatory. It aids digestion. It's a blood purifier, and it helps glucose levels and joint pain and a whole bunch of things. But it depends on how it's taken. It doesn't mean that you have a curry once in a while, it will have the same effect. It means that it needs to be put into a regular diet on a regular basis. But one thing I will say about turmeric is that it is a heat stimulant. So having it an excessive amount may also have its side effects. Excuse me. Okay, now I will go on to another drug favourite, and that is garam masala. Now, as you have noticed, I have bought these products from We Buy Whole Foods, and they are an online company. I believe the store is nearer to London. So, the general ingredients in garam masala are coriander, black pepper, ginger, cumin, dill, fennel and cloves. So yeah, it's a fantastic spice, and the mixture silly me, to it is relevant to have it with the haldi. They work very, very well together. It enhances the power of the haldi, in particular the black pepper in the garam masala. Now, garam means hot, as in heat, and again a heat stimulant, and I believe it's a heat stimulant, hence the word garam, and masala is a pepper form. Please correct me if I'm wrong, anyone, but that's how I know it to be. So the benefits of garam masala is that it's an effective painkiller. This is just information online, some of which I've known of through my elders and ancestors, but some of which is somewhat new to me as well. So it relieves bloating, it helps lower sugar levels and relieves heartburn and soothes an upset stomach. So it also increases the ability to absorb vitamins, minerals and proteins. So there's a reason a curry is made in a particular way with all these ingredients. Okay, another well-known classic to put into many Indian dishes is jeera. and that's whole jeera, also known as cumin seeds, and they are a mixture of of health benefits. The first thing I always known of jeera to be is that it helps aid digestion, and it's usually put in the curry at the beginning of the cooking process. So there are many methods of how to use jeera. It does all sorts of things. It aids digestion, as I mentioned, removes toxins, supports the immune system, treats anemia, and I've also come across some readings that it also helps with brain development or function. So there's quite a lot of these spices do help with brain function as well. But again, it needs to be done on a proper dietary plan, and in Ayurvedic medicine it is important to keep the body balanced, and if it's not in balance, then that's what we have to do to correct it. We have to do a special dietary plan. So there's just two rules with Indian food. We have a hot stimulant and a coolant, and the two together make it a balanced dish. But sometimes if your body's in a state of, I don't know how to say it really, but yeah, if your body needs to be more stimulated in a heat state, then you can increase the heat stimulants. So, but there's a fine science behind it, and it's like 1,000 years, God knows, 5,000 years old, I don't know, but, and we're all learning. So, the final thing I'm going to talk about today is Himalayan rock salt. So, it's a fantastic salt, and obviously it's from the Himalayas, and you can purchase it anywhere these days. But this particular rock salt, it's just bought from a general store, and one thing I have to say is to be careful with salt in general. And we know there are like several benefits to natural salts for your body and for your brain, for your circulation, for a number of things. But processed salts are stupidly bad for us, but they are sold everywhere. So I always recommend a natural salt. And another one that's pretty good is a Celtic sea salt, and you can buy that on Amazon as well. But yeah, so that's just sort of a general idea of the things that I will be using in my kitchen, and I just want you to get familiar with them and how to use them on a regular basis. Now the question is how to make a curry. Now the first thing is, we don't quite call it curry. Curry means soup, I think. So curry is the sauce, the soup, but we have different names for the different type of curry, and I will call it curry just for Western reasons. But I want to share with you several recipes, and all these ingredients are used, but they're used at different quantities depending on the product you're cooking. So yeah, I hope it's possible for you guys to learn as I teach you. Now, just to let you know that the Indian dishes I will be doing are from North India, and you can find them online. Now, they're slightly different to what you may, they're slightly different to what you may eat in a local sort of Indian restaurant, because a lot of the Indian restaurants are from different parts of India, Pakistan or Bangladesh. So they're always going to be different. And also keeping in mind that restaurant food is always, what can I say, made in a certain way for the purpose of for the restaurant basically. But what I will be teaching you is home cooking, home healthy cooking. And I say healthy, but I will show you some things that aren't quite healthy, but the home cooking part, that is the aim for you coming to my kitchen. So let's have a look. One thing I just want to keep in mind for you guys is that I have quite a diverse range of dishes that I do, and like I said, I want to start with Indian food, but at some point I will move on to other dishes too, and I will try and explain to you what I find out about the health benefits for them as well. But I won't keep you much longer, so yeah, you won't always see me dressed up like an auntie though. But yeah, I am definitely Auntie CoCo, and I will be exploring the Indian kitchen as well as everything else. And I want you guys to have a fantastic day and look after yourselves. We only have one body for one life, and you know, we need to respect it and learn how to feed ourselves in the correct way. But we are always learning, so there's plenty of people out there that are way more advanced than me, and there's people that are still learning as well, just like you and just like me. Okay, so enjoy your day. Sweet treat. Bye.